Well, hello, I am Kirsten, and I have been a challenge student for the past 2 years. I have graduated now, and I did challenge 3 and challenge 4. And this is my friend Kayla.
Hi, and I was a challenge student for 3 years. I did challenge one, two, and three, and now I will be graduating in December, so a semester early and going off to college.
For both you, how involved were your parents in making sure that you got stuff done?
Yeah, mostly you are in charge. You are completely in charge. Your parents are there to keep you accountable. So my parents just gave stipulations on when schoolwork had to be done. So they said, you work however you want to work, but everything needs to be done by Saturday night so that you have Sunday to rest. And they would check in with me, and that was kind of how they were involved. And they were also there just to encourage and to motivate me to keep pushing through. So
My parents were primarily involved when it came to grades. Otherwise, like up until it was time for us to grade everything, my parents would check in on like how much homework I have or if my homework is done, and they would say, like Kirsten, they would say my homework had to be done by a certain time on Saturday. But they didn't necessarily know what my homework was or what subjects I was taking sometimes or anything like that. It was primarily we worked together on grades, and they just worked to make sure whatever homework I did have was completed by their deadline.
Got it. And did you like that? Did you want them to be more involved or less involved? Like what do you think?
well, it depended. There were several times that I felt they should be less involved. Several times where I would be lectured on time management. And there were times that, yes, it was like, ugh, just get off my back. I can do this. But then once the week was done, or once the month was done, or that season was done, it was always nice to have them there and knowing what was going on and involved at the same time. So
Yeah, parent involvement in challenge is probably like a hard balance because for me, the little my parents were involved, when they said, is your homework done or how much more do you have, they didn't quite conceive how much I'd already done, even if I had a little left. And so, I mean, I appreciated it that they were trying to be involved in my education and they were trying to help. But yeah, I'm always good with less involvement. But that's probably a personal preference because they were very, very minimally involved, and it was very, it worked very well for us.
and they're usually very understanding about what all is going on. My parents always had, like, they knew what CC entailed and how, just the amount of work that it required. So they were usually kind of lenient on some things, but at the same time, there, like she said, there was that balance of how involved, how not involved to be.
That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome.